Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading. What do we have for Cancer? Eight of Cups, Pisces energy in reverse at the foundation of the reading, Cancer. Cancer, right now we have a Saturn retrograde taking place. And I feel that this particular retrograde is bringing some sort of illumination to your life in regards to energies that have really been causing you conflict on the spiritual plane, the energetic plane. You're really starting to see these patterns, I feel, Cancer. Patterns that have been persisting in your life for many years. But for some reason, there's something going on astrologically where you're really starting to compartmentalize this. It's like something taking place in your life at a very specific time, astrologically speaking, and you're starting to think back over the past. And when these events or these signs and synchronicities last showed up in your life, I feel like there's a lot of epiphanies, a lot of light bulb moments. A basic example of what I'm trying to get across here, Cancer, is you starting to recognize that certain events in your life unfold under different moon cycles. But there's a lot more layers to this. It's actually happening astrologically speaking. It could even be something that you can pick up in your birth chart. And there's a very similar kind of energy. You're in a time where you're really starting to make sense of all this resistance. It's like now is the time. And by starting to understand the cycles of resistance, the cycles of karma in your life, you're able to arm yourself with some sort of wisdom to help you push forward. This is what I'm getting with this Eight of Cups in reverse at the foundation. You understanding where the resistance has always been in your life, or enough of it to start empowering yourself and moving forward. Wow. Seven of Cups, Scorpio energy at the Sacral. And here's all this confusion, exactly what I just spoke on. This represents the illusions, all the distractions, the different signs and synchronicities that have been coming to you. You also looking back over the past and starting to put two and two together. You're connecting the dots. You're starting to understand that there was some sort of manipulation tactics that had been put in place, overactive sacral energy, which essentially is causing you to stay in a very isolated energy where you can't harness your creativity, your passions, things having to do with your purpose and your destiny to their fullest potential and capacity. This empowerment, this wisdom, is the keys to unlocking this next cycle in your life. Right before you enter into a new season, a new timeline, a new cycle, a new vibration, a new level of the game, and also known as ascending, all of these things are relatively the same thing to describe what I'm picking up here. But right before you enter into this new season of your life, let's just say, the divine shows you what was taking place. Because by having this exposed to you, you are now the keeper of very specific wisdom. This wisdom is essentially the key that unlocks the next chapter in your life, Cancer. Eight of Cups in reverse to the Seven of Cups at the Sacral. What do we have at the solar plexus? Wow, and there it is, the Tower, Aries energy at the solar plexus, which is its home position. And the Tower, to me, in a reading like this, is representing this ascension. This is you busting through the foundation of your current timeline, of this current level in the game. And all the individuals that had a hand in creating this resistance in your life are now being dusted away. I just heard dissipating. It's like this energy starts to dissipate from your life as you step into this new timeline. And it's something that's essentially fading in your rearview mirror as you're moving away from it. The Tower is also an energy of something that comes that's essentially unwanted, having false securities highlighted in your life. And I feel, Cancer, this is going to be people. Nobody ever wants to see this kind of truth in their life, but it's absolutely essential to step into this new timeline. It hurts. It's heartbreaking, Cancer. But as time goes on, you'll start to look at this energy in a different way. You'll start to see it as really no love lost, no matter how close these people are to you in your life, because you'll start to see that they were essentially what we considered your fake tribe. They were imposters in your life. And those energies have to be moved out of the way for you to move into this new timeline and start aligning with your true north and all the people that may be a part of the new tribe that you're heading towards. It really is that moment when you have this flash of inspiration and you realize that nothing can ever be the same again. It's a destruction that contains within it an entirely new universe, Cancer. A universe that you're now at the center of because you are manifesting it around you. What do we have at the heart, please? And there's that truth. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the heart. This follows up everything I just said perfectly. Queen of Swords is all about honesty, you being honest with yourself, the divine exposing this truth to you, allowing you to cut the cord once and for all. Blocked heart chakra energy, which has been creating this stagnation in your life. It's an energy here of needing to release this energy. It's a form of forgiving the past cycle so you can graduate on from it. Cancer, I just saw you walking out of a version of hell, okay, which can be representative of this particular cycle for each one of you. It's going to be different, really, so just take it as it fits. But it's like you're walking out of hell, and right before you open up the gates to exit, you turn around and you pull out a megaphone and you say, "I forgive you, demons," and you leave. This is what I'm picking up here. See, the forgiveness is a level of peace from within yourself to create balance, to allow you to enter into the new cycle in your life without any karmic baggage. It's something you do for you. It's something that you do for the evolution of your soul. And I sometimes think as forgiveness as kind of like a big middle finger to the past, right? Because these individuals that kept you in these cycles of pain, Cancer, don't want you to forgive them. They want you to be bitter. They want you to hold on to resentment. They want their tactics towards you to create trust issues moving forward so you can never align with the people you're supposed to be with, so you can never step into your purpose and head towards your destiny. They want to do as many things as they can to make you essentially just despise life and everything in it. This is what this is all about. So when you can put a smile on and forgive the past and everybody in it, it is truly your admission into the next cycle, Cancer. You know, I always speak about things like this because it's so crucial to the evolution of you. And without fail, there's always somebody who leaves comments under the video saying, "I will never forgive this and that." And of course, I understand it's circumstantial, okay? There are some things that you just can't forgive. But generally speaking, try your best to do this, all right? Because it really is for you. And you have to understand that when you don't forgive these energies, whatever they may have done to you or put you through, you're really allowing them to remain empowered off of your energy. It's like they have a way of draining you of a certain energetic life force that stops you from entering into the new vibrational plane of your life. If you look at yourself as a vibration, the happier you are, the higher your vibration. Now, if you look at these individuals and their tactics towards you as things that lower your vibration, then this should be a really basic scale of how you can measure how important it is to let go of any of this karmic baggage or resentment, okay? You know, it's the same thing can be said for people who come to me for personal readings and ask about new love in their life, but we do a reading and we find out that they're still very much connected to the past, whether that individual is in their life or not. It's just affecting them in a certain way. So what happens is they'll try to move forward into a new connection and they'll punish that new person based off of what the past person did to them. Now, this is an energy of a blocked heart chakra. It's because this individual is holding on to bitterness and resentment, which needs to be released. These forms of forgiveness are how you do this, okay? So, again, take it as it fits for your own life, Cancer, and apply it in accordance with what you've actually been through. But just have a think about what I'm saying here, okay? Queen of Swords is also an energy of having a very cool demeanor. So this is really important, Cancer, I feel right now, because again, this is going to really help you transition into this new cycle in your life. You're being called to really move in a graceful kind of manner. It's also an energy of being farsighted and intuitive. So I feel this is the energy that you're getting ready to start moving into, Cancer, as you find yourself navigating into this new season of your life. What do we have at the throat, please? There it is. Exactly what I just said. Intuitive. And then we get the High Priestess right there at the throat. Under divine guidance. It's like you're calibrating with your higher self, allowing the divine to guide you on your path right now. I step, you step kind of energy. All your actions are being driven by the unconscious, your intuition. There's this energy around you that I feel is really cloaking you. It's like this very spiritual kind of energy, Cancer. It's like this inner voice is guiding you, this silent inner voice. I also feel that you're all very spiritually awoken. It's like there's something about you closing out this cycle that has some sort of initiating effect on you. It's like in the spirit, you're just on a completely different level, Cancer. And it's like now your everyday waking life version of yourself is starting to catch up with your higher self. So as above, so below. It's like everything is coming to be now. Everything you've always intuitively known, heard, and felt is starting to calibrate into your current day life. Simply put, Cancer, it's go time. What do we have at the third eye, please? Eight of Wands, Sag Energy. Go time is exactly right. It's like the pace starts picking up, Cancer. After a time of feeling relatively stagnated, or there was just always some sort of delay, just this very frustrated kind of energy, you feeling like everything you've done up until this point was just some sort of wasted effort, but some sort of validation comes through for you. And it's in this moment you start to realize that every step you've taken up until this point was absolutely necessary. It was all part of the plan. There's a lot of quick changes taking place in your life now as well. This can also represent news coming to you at the third eye, so in your reality, relating to some sort of offer, some sort of movement. For some of you, it could even be travel, but it just indicates that there's some sort of action that is preparing to unfold in your life. It will be different for all of you. I just heard for some of you, this could be advancements in your career. For some of you, this could be an influx of clients. For some of you, this could definitely be travel, movement, something like this. So, depending on what it is you've been anticipating in your life, Cancer, what I'm seeing here is movement in that particular area. And for some of you, this can also represent some sort of thirst for knowledge. And I keep going back to these birth charts. I really think that when you get your birth chart read professionally, This is like somebody reading to you your blueprint, who you really are. So emphasis on really getting down to the core of yourself, Cancer. Understanding your design, how you function. Each one of us has a blueprint. A version of this could be essentially like our Akashic records, but our Akashic records are going to be more focused surrounding all the events that unfold in our life. They're essentially the story of us, past life and current life and future. Understanding your birth chart is understanding all the nuts and bolts that construct who you are. What do we have at the crown, please? And it's coming in at this third eye position. So understanding your place in this world, which that's what a birth chart reading is. You're essentially finding out how you fit in to the matrix, what you came here to do. Two of Pentacles in reverse at the crown. There is so much understanding in this reading, Cancer, surrounding who you are. This Two of Pentacles in reverse is speaking to me about some sort of end to confusion by way of intuitive downloads you're getting from the divine about your path, finding out things surrounding what you came here to do. Two of Coins in reverse can also represent an energy of disorder. It's like starting to understand the grand design of yourself just has a way of compartmentalizing everything. It's a way of organizing your energy. You just start to have a better understanding. This whole reading, Cancer, highlights you having a better understanding about who you are. What do we have from the Occult Tarot? Let's see what demons we have here, please. See what demon is trying to keep Cancer's root chakra blocked, please. Page of Wands, Balaam. I read this as Page of Wands in its detriment. This is a negative polarity that's been working in the shadows to create setbacks and flood your life with pessimism. It's also an energy of you feeling like you're lacking some sort of direction. So again, goes along perfectly with everything I've been picking up here. This whole reading is about you really gaining some direction, gaining some higher understanding of yourself and your divine blueprint. This is you becoming more decisive about your path and understanding that this voice you've been hearing from within calling you to move in a certain direction is the voice of God. This is becoming much more clear to you now. No, you're not crazy, Cancer. And yes, that voice emanating from inside of you is very real. But this matrix we all live in will want to tell you that you are very much going crazy, that there's no voice screaming at you from within to go after these true heart's desires. Cancer, there's very few people that will come into your life that truly want to see you succeed. Now, once you start to succeed, then there'll be people that come into your life that support you on that path. But think about it. If you're not in that energy yet, you're going to be attracting all the energies that are in alignment with the energy that you're currently in, not on path. So you're attracting energies that are essentially supporting you with where you are right now. What do we have at the Sacral? They're basically not supporting you growing spiritually speaking. Whether they're doing this consciously or not is another thing. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's just some level of programming. These individuals are essentially obstacles that were placed in your life to keep you off path so you don't make it to this energy of purpose, so you don't understand who you are and what you came here to do. Ten of Cups, Fur, Pisces energy at the Sacral. And for a lot of you, this is going to be family. I read this as Ten of Cups in its detriment, which is a horrible energy. This can also represent romantic connections, but it's just an overall energy of some sort of broken home, a lot of fighting within the family, you feeling like you have misaligned values with the people that surround you. And this is the resulting energy of this Seven of Cups. Understanding the smoke and mirrors, the illusions. And then this Ten of Cups is essentially the energy that's triggered within you. I'm nothing like these people. These people in my family, and I feel like I don't even know them. The truth has a way of making you feel that way, Cancer. I know exactly how this one feels. People that have been in your life since day one and finding out truths and feeling like you never really knew them. And this is something that's very hard to come to terms with when they're people that have been in your life for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, however long it is, Cancer. 60 years, 70 years, whatever it is. You're all going to be different ages out there. But Cancer, the more you start to understand yourself, the more you're going to start to understand the people that have always surrounded you. Awakening to who you really are has a way of awakening to you that you were also in some sort of energetic prison. It's like waking up, coming online, having some sort of understanding or a deeper knowing surrounding your destiny. And then starting to look around and realize that everybody in your life is a part of some sort of shadow force that has been trying to keep you asleep. And it doesn't matter how young or how old you are. When you're meant to come online and wake up, Cancer, you're meant to come online. Some individuals have to stay in these cycles a little longer to gather more wisdom. It took me a very long time to come online. You know, I sometimes have clients that are waking up way before I did. And in a sense, it's amazing to see that, right? They don't have to go through all that struggle because the wisdom has already been gathered. They have other areas of the collective that they need to work in now. So I feel that in saying that, we're starting to see people waking up and coming online at a younger age, which is a beautiful thing to see. This is a perfect example of evolution. You know, this dark energy, this shadow force in the universe, in the world, that wants to keep us asleep, they're not on the side of evolution. They're on the side of de-evolution. The way I think of evolution, Cancer, is somebody having a child and that child not having to go through the same struggles they went through. Why? It's wisdom that's already been gathered up for the universe. So that child should essentially have more to work with to evolve the energy signature of that particular family lineage. And so on and so on. That child has children and it keeps evolving. This is a basic form of evolution. This is how it should be. But we live in a society where we're overrun by narcissism. Individuals don't understand this, so narcissists will essentially see their children as enemies. A narcissist does not want their children to wake up spiritually speaking and come online, because how does it make the narcissist look? I feel that these are all different kinds of truths you're starting to understand in your life now, Cancer. And I feel that a lot of you want to build upon this idea. Whether it's you building communities or having actual families, I just feel that you're starting to understand evolution from a universal vantage point in a way that you never have before. And when you can perceive our lives from this universal vantage point, this is really you getting the keys to the streets, okay? Because you have a higher understanding of what we all came here to do. And so you're flowing in accordance with that energy of evolution. What do we have at the solar plexus? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, Valak, Sag Energy. I'm getting a lot of pressure in my third eye right now, Cancer. So third eye energy, this is how you're perceiving your reality. It's how you see your waking life, minus the filter, the illusion. Tower, breaking down the illusion, revealing who you truly are, solar plexus energy, allowing you to step into your personal power, feel in control over your life, step into this new life cycle, overcome these negative external forces that were trying to keep you stuck in a rut. Wheel of Fortune in its detriment kind of energy. It just feels like everything's sort of happening overnight, like flick of the switch kind of energy. It's like once you see something, that's it. It's like everything changes. I just feel like a lot of the work's already been done, Cancer. Like I said earlier on in the reading, as above, so below. So this has already been worked on for a while, and now it's starting to show up in your waking life. There's a lot of rapid changes that are going to start taking place around you, Cancer. You're going to start seeing that there wasn't really much that you were doing wrong. There was just some sort of resistance around you. It was just some sort of karmic cycle, some sort of karmic lesson that needed to be seen through all the way to the end. There's definitely an energy of graduation here as well. But there's nothing but exposure here, Cancer. This Wheel of Fortune, read in its detriment underneath this tower, this is you ascending and then seeing what was keeping you stuck in this energy this entire time. 10 of Cups in its detriment. Something having to do with family. Being in romantic connections or attracting friends, something like this, that are on that same vibrational plane as these individuals that were keeping you stuck. This relentless sort of energy that was just showing up in all different individuals in your life. Same spirit, different human kind of energy. What do we have at the heart, please? Oh, wow. Samigian. Delay. 5 of Pentacles. This poverty mindset. This energy of lack. This is the energy of spiritual poverty, which is what all of this indicates. And then we get it right here at the heart of the reading. See, now we're starting to really connect everything I've been talking about here. This represents spiritual poverty, 5 of Pentacles, Taurus energy, at the heart. So you holding on to this bitterness, this resentment, which keeps you engaged in these cycles. You release that energy. You start to have a better understanding of the divine blueprint that is you. And this is essentially the key that opens up the new timeline. It's like a portal opens for you. Energetically speaking, your life is forever changed. Because of this shifting of your mindset, your perception, your understanding. It's just an overall energy of a renewed sense of hope. And this is in all areas as well. It touches every sector of your life by releasing this energy. But releasing it the way I said, correctly, right? That energy of forgiveness. For some of you, this is going to turn around your finances, things having to do with your career. Spiritual poverty is an energy that will touch every single sector of your life. Most commonly, we associate poverty as people who are essentially on the street or people that are broke or something like this. But it hits in other ways first, Cancer. It hits on a spiritual level, as above, so below, and then it just starts to trickle down into all these different sectors of your life. And then we have Elamia, which is the Queen of Wands, divine power. So here you are now, divinely guided and protected. An energy of mastery. This reading is about self-mastery. Understanding your divine blueprint. It's an energy of determination. It's like you have this new lease on life. What do we have at the throat, please? 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Achaiya, the forbearing God. Patience reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. So we have Five of Pentacles twice. Hope flooding through, Cancer. After a time of feeling hopeless and being in some sort of form of spiritual poverty, it's now coming to an end. What do we have at the third eye? Wow. Queen of Wands, Elamia. So Queen of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. Further emphasizing self-mastery and hope. It's like you understanding the divine blueprint that is you, self-mastery, allows hope to flood through because you start to understand your place in the universe. The hidden God, divine power, guards against mental troubles. Like I was saying, overcoming this mindset. Eight of Wands, receiving messages, downloads, putting you in this energy of self-mastery, feeling loved, seen, and protected by the divine, and understanding that it's actually always been this way, but the truth was being kept from you. What do we have at the crown to close this out for Cancer, please? Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. 8, 7, and end on the Six of Cups. God who steers all men. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. No longer stuck in these cycles, living in the past, feeling like all the expectations you have for yourself are unrealistic. No longer surrounding yourself with people that make you feel like all your expectations are unrealistic. Understanding that this was all an illusion that was placed in your life to stop you from seeing the truth surrounding who you are and what you came here to do. No longer denying yourself of your destiny, and no longer refusing this massive spiritual awakening that is taking place in your life, Cancer. No matter where you are on this journey, some of you are already very awakened individuals. This is just representing another level in the game. But no matter where you are on this timeline, this message can speak to all Cancers at any level in the game. Because this is a message of self-mastery and understanding the divine blueprint that is you. Cancer, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below. And thank you for your donations, Cancer. Take care.